Konnichiwa! It is I, Trunks of Steel. Today we have somewhat of a special video. It's my very first top 10 on my channel. We're going to be talking about my top 10 rivals.
In the hit game of Rivals.
We may have another updated list as things just get added and season changes occur. Anyways, I play just about everyone in this game, but I still have people I see as ops. Everything in this list I'm going to be talking about is of my own opinion, and the characters on this list are added in however I see fit. There's really I don't know, there's not much logic to it. It's just completely opinionated. If you disagree or have different thoughts, please let me know in the comments down below. I think it'd be interesting to hear what you guys might think. Anyways, with all that being said, let's get right into it. Number 10, the Punisher. So, Frank Mother Yuckin Castle. We got somebody here who in a way feels like this is just kind of a low-key necessary evil. We gotta have some kind of Call of Duty soldier in the hero shooter. It's just how things have to be, and it just so happens to be the Punisher. So he's not listed terribly high, but I find this man to still be a menace. He's slowly been rising the ranks and getting buffed more and more each season. It's to the point where this man makes it rather difficult for non-shield vanguards to be played. I mean, this man, if you see him, he kind of just shuts the Thing or Hulk down pretty easily, I'm not gonna lie. There's very little I feel like they could really do against him, and at that point you're forced to being, I don't know, a shield like Doctor Strange or Magneto. This gameplay, in my opinion, isn't really all that difficult. Beyond that, I don't know why, but it seems like the people that do play this, man, think they're like hot stuff and get a big head for whatever reason. Like, dog, it's not that hard to spray your freaking weapons in the general direction of the enemies to get some high numbers. Like, calm down. It's not that deep. I mean, this man can do massive things with that shotgun. The damage is honestly kind of insane. So he's a fun character, though. Number 9. Okay, so we have Groot here. And honestly, I didn't know how to feel about where to place Groot, because on one side, I'm kind of happy to see him on my team. But on the other side, there's a chance this man could be walling off me and the teammates on my team, effing up ults and whatnot. I don't have any footage for the scenario, unfortunately, but once upon a time, there was a Groot on our team that would kind of wall us off into the spawn. I don't hold Groot players against that, because I was clearly just like a thrower, but I can't help but to view Groot a little bit more as an op after that. Beyond that, I kind of got a personal gripe with this man because he's so freaking strong, and because I often play flex means that I'm really just playing Vanguard half the time, and that leads to him being requested a lot. And personally, I don't find his gameplay all that exciting. I don't really want to play Groot if I'm a Vanguard. He's just kind of like an option I'd really rather much not do. If I want to be putting walls down and crap, I'd probably be playing Fortnite or something instead of Rivals, right? And here's another one. Because of my username, Trunks of Steel. Yeah, I get it. People think I'm a Groot main or something, but they don't realize like that the Trunks is from Dragon Ball. I mean, like, NetEase, please, y'all even made a skin. It had the video title like Roots of Steel or some crap. It's not helping my case. Number 8. So we got Moon Knight, and well, Moon Knight is someone I kind of would play, especially back in the earlier days of Rivals, but I've kind of gradually stopped playing him as much. I just find him to be like extremely strong. He was already strong before, and not all that difficult, but like he just keeps getting buffs for whatever reason. I don't really understand it. Like, all bro's gotta do is place an Ankh in the right spot, the right time, and he can get some easy picks. I mean, with that being said, they could just shoot the Ankh, but he's still just strong with his moon stars if you can actually, aim a little bit. His ult charge rate has got to be the fastest in the entire roster. I have no idea. I might be wrong on that. But ever since launch, I feel like his ultimate has been pretty freaking fast. And his ultimate could really be annoying, catch people off guard at times. I think it can even kill some people in their strats ults. I don't know. It's just really strong. I think the biggest reason why this man is even on the list is because of the value that he can provide just for how easy he can be to play. Number 7, Black Panther. Part of me wants to admire the Black Panthers out there, because this is like one of the characters I never really played all that much. I don't really care if this man is considered strong or weak in the meta. I find him hella annoying though. The iframes that this man can be moving at makes him a real pain to play against. And I always don't want to play a certain someone just to shut him down all the time. I feel like Black Panther is kind of a tragic character in this game because he is constantly swinging on the pendulum of extremes, either being really good or just really bad. He's so much like, I don't know, an annoying fly buzzing around. I just can't quite swat him. I don't know, man. You made the list.
You just made the list!
Number 6, Cloak and Dagger. I ain't gonna lie, I'd be moderately happy to see y'all on my team in a way. And this might sound kind of weird, but I feel like these two as a whole can teach bad habits for both the person playing Cloak and Dagger and the people that get used to their crazy abilities in the front line, because their burst healing is so powerful and Dagger really doesn't really require any accuracy to make them shots across the map, so people start acting like they're invincible or something and start overextending like crazy. This isn't so much as like Cloak and Dagger's fault, but I kind of view them like the poster child for heal botting in itself. And if people really just want more heals that much more, they often ask for a Cloak and Dagger because, you know, they are kind of the easiest strategists to more or less pick up and play. And it's a similar premise with Groot. Like, dog, I don't really want to just always go Cloak and Dagger, or Hillbottom for that matter. I feel like Cloak and Dagger in themselves are kind of just enablers for stupid behavior, and at the end of the day, you can't really heal stupid, and Cloak and Dagger is not going to always be the solution. Or maybe they are, because they've been consistently meta. While it's been toned down, I feel like the ultimate inherently is just still insanely good, and there's only so much you can really do about that, I suppose, without a rework. But don't get me wrong, I mean, not every Cloak and Dagger player can do it really well, but their evasive maneuvers, like, kind of just piss me off. When they do the cloak thing, I don't know what it's actually called, but they use that thing to avoid any ult that I'm trying to do, and it just grinds my gears, because, like, maybe I'm playing Bucky, and I'm trying to kill somebody again. They just timed that perfectly. I mean, kudos to them for being able to do it, but y'all are still an op to me in heart. Number 5, Spider-Man. I kind of hate rivals for making me feel so conflicted on one of my favorite Marvel heroes of all time, but he's on the list at number 5. Why number 5, you may ask? Well, it's kind of like a big old 50-50 with this man. Friend or foe, the Spidey could be godly, or they could be hella buns. And if they're buns, I'm hoping they're a foe. But when they're good, ooh, man, he is a menace that can just absolutely clear lobbies. Gonna be webbing everybody off the map and got the whole squad screaming like J. Jonah Jameson.
He's a menace to the entire city! I want that wall-crawling arachnid prosecuted! I want him strung up by his web!
Also, for whatever reason, the player base that generally plays him, not talking about everybody, of course, you know, but the ones that generally do be playing him are kind of just mean-spirited. Not really the Spidey way, man. I don't know. Kind of disappointing, honestly. Number 4, Jeff the Land Shark. Alright, Jeff, you're cute, but you're a cute, devious menace. I don't think a damaged kind of Jeff, you know, the ones that used to be flanking back in the day, are as prevalent since the water spray nerf, and also a few other kit design changes with like limited time, swimming and whatnot. But this little goofball still be out here spitting them balls, Hawk-2ing and whatnot, swimming around, just being an annoying little guy. Sometimes it feels like all he be doing is everything but helping out the team. I have no idea. This big old chomp is probably the main reason I would say he's even this high. I mean, his ultimate could not only ruin your teammates' ultimates, you know, or your own ultimate. I mean, he could even commit friendly fire if he really wanted to with it, which I don't know if there's anyone else in the game that can really do that, so I think that kind of earns him a spot on this list. Yo, Jeff! Jeff!
Oh, Jeff did the funny. I'm in your mouth.
Man, F Jeff.
Brother.
He just spat out the Doctor
The
Strange
Jeff
too.
also killed the...
Bro, what the hell? Because he did that, I like to make sure I dink him in the head when I see him. Number 3, Squirrel Girl. Look, I don't care if I'm like low elo and this is a low elo problem, or Squirrel Girl just really sucks. But as it stands for where I'm like in the competitive scaling or just whatever the case may be, I just strongly dislike what the character stands for as a whole, honestly. At least within this game. I mean, Marvel Universe, she's pretty cool, whatever. You know, silly character. But she can get some of the dumbest kills by just aiming in a general direction, chucking nuts at us or whatever. Now, I'd be watching the replays. A lot of the time, she's not even trying to kill me when she does it. She's just, you know, so happens to bounce it off like a freaking basketball, and it just so happens to explode on me, but I'm at some low health, and it's just really annoying. You also got her Squirrel Stampede that no one seems to shoot for whatever reason, so it just runs rampant, it kills the strategists, it sometimes kills them when they're in their ults, it's just truly unfortunate. And then you got the freaking player base that mains her. I'm not even gonna get into that. If you know, you know. If you don't, be glad you don't, I guess. Number 2, we got Namor, chat. This man's whole existence is to be a menace, not only in the lore, but also in the gameplay, I swear, y'all. His sole purpose in life seems to be trying to go after Invisible Woman, a happily married woman, who's trying to just have the nicest family of all time, right? You know, who doesn't love the Fantastic Four and all their shenanigans? Like, bro, she does not want your fishy fin flapping behind, so like, just sit down, bro. Also, this man destroyed a parallel Earth. And like, sure, I might be nitpicking, but I don't really care. I just don't really like this guy all that much. Gameplay wise, he's also just so strong. And a big part of it is involving those stupid squids. I mean, all you gotta do is place them in the spots in the right time or whatever. The Massive Will ult might not even be all that powerful, but I find it hella annoying because it slows down your walking speed, it gets rid of any mobility abilities you have to avoid it. And every dang time, it feels like I'm just in the smallest little inch within that circle, and I just lose a ton of health or just die. And even if I get hit by it and survive, you best believe somebody's gonna chuck something at me. It might be him with his staff, it might just be a support shooting me, I don't freaking know. Anyways, we got our honorable mentions. So we got Luna Snow for our first honorable mention. And all I gotta say about you is somebody at NetEase must love you, Luna Snow, because you get all the cool skins, random buffs nobody ever even asked for. You got your own song. And no, I don't care if it's in character and that you're some K-pop artist. You want to be the poster child so badly. But nah, buddy, that's Jeff. Everyone loves Jeff the Land Shark because he's so stinking cute. You're not too bad though. That's why you're nothing more than just a mere mention. For our second honorable mention, we have Black Widow. I find this so funny because your whole existence in this game is to be an icon for throwing. I'm not really sure if I even need to say anything else about that. Like, sure, Black Widow players or whatever, y'all can be cool. But I'm just saying, looking at the big picture of why people generally select y'all is literally chosen to convey that you're not really gonna try. And yet you might just be throwing. But I do find it to be really funny, but I do love this character lore-wise and would like to see something happen. So please do something with her, NetEase. Please! Number 1. Penny Parker. I've said this many of times in this video. I don't care if people are meta or whatever. I just find her role in this game really aggravating. She can put all these mines down, and it just feels like random kills. Like, I guess you could be really strategic in how you're placing them and get even more value from her, but that kind of just, in my opinion, adds to the annoyance. Like, if you're putting the mines in the spawn, you just walk out and immediately get blown up. Like, dang, it's just not very fun feeling. At least get more else to practice, I guess.
Why can't a girl ever get a bloody day off?
How? Wait, what? I can play dive characters into a sure, but only to an extent, because I'm going to need a competent team that actually knows how to shoot the proximity mine thingy. And there's always a lot of times where that just doesn't really happen, so it makes my experience suck. Especially when there's like a good map for her. I can't really remember what it's called, but I think it's like the Vampire Dracula one. If she's on defense, I swear that something about that map and her, it's just really good and dang near impossible to get by if you got a really good penny and also a team that plays around it. Like for me, I really enjoy playing characters like Captain America or maybe some other dives, and she just makes that experience a lot much more difficult for me because I guess it's her objective to shut people down like that, you know, with the mines and all that. But beyond that, if I'm not even playing those characters, she does have that webnet CC ability. And I think it's rather easy to hit for the value that you can get off of it. I mean, that crap cancels ultimates, making it all the much more valuable. But yeah, with all that being said, Penny Parker is my favorite character to call my rival.
Penny Parker! My arch nemesis!
Well, that about wraps things up. If you enjoyed watching, make sure to give the video a like and subscribe if you're interested in any more Marvel Rivals content. I hope you all have a wonderful one. Sayonara.